morning and welcome to the New Media Conference. It is an honor to gather for this landmark occasion, a decade of disrupting new media, shaping Africa's future. Today, we celebrate not just how far we've come, but also how much further we can go. We have witnessed firsthand the transformative power of new media in driving impactful causes and projecting a positive image of our continent. But let us be clear, disruption also exposes the cracks in our ecosystem. Many creators and journalists still struggle to earn a living. Internet costs remain some of the highest in the world. Policy uncertainty and weak protections leave innovators vulnerable. Misinformation, online harassment, and censorship threatens the freedom that new media was built to enable. The creator economy is booming, but it's not just one piece of a puzzle. New media is also reshaping education, healthcare, governance, and commerce. Imagine AI tools that preserve African languages, immersive platforms that connect diasporas to their roots, or blockchain systems that protect the integrity of journalism. These are not just dreams of tomorrow. They are possibilities within our reach today if we choose to invest. Building an ecosystem where media is not just profitable, but purposeful. Building a future where disruption does not just divide but unites. Does not silence but amplifies. Does not exploit but empowers. So this is our moment. Let us seize it, not just as consumers of media, but as its architect, its protector, and also the visionaries. Together, let us shape Africa's future together. Thank you very much.
Today, social media is not just a tool, it has become a modern public square, a living marketplace of ideas where narratives are shaped, challenged, and reshaped in real time. Disrupting in media is not about technology, it's about storytelling. The ability to respond in real time is no longer optional, it's essential. With misinformation spreading faster than ever, credibility has become the most valuable currency online. Media today is no longer a one-way broadcast, but a two-way conversation. Today's government cannot afford to ignore the power of new media. Social platforms provide a direct line between leadership and citizens, breaking down barriers that once existed and opening pathways for transparency and accountability. To a great extent, social media has become a very important tool in terms of policy making and changes. I, as a person, would die for your right to speak your mind. I would die for your right to insult me on social media. But the one thing that we must ensure that we do not do is allow these things spill out from online to the street. Violence, whether in terms of political or otherwise, we must ensure that we continue to engage ourselves constructively as citizens of this country who want a progressive nation. Thank you very much again for inviting me to this program.
I think what is happening today is an amazing event hosted by Olori Supergirl. We've been friends for a long time and I'm so proud to see what she's doing here. And I'm happy with the conversations that we're having.
People trust and listen to the influencers more than the politicians themselves.
Our session is titled From Pioneers to Powerhouses, and we'll basically be taking a look at the remarkable journey of some of the early digital disruptors who laid the foundation for the new media.
I happen to be one of the few practitioners who have succeeded in transiting from analog to digital.
Yeah.
I think I started my advertising career way back in 1989 with PromoSap Limited. And you look at it till now. And I recall then when we need to break campaign, you probably need to use your pen with MPO to raise your MPO, and you write for each of the stations. You not only write and raise, and you need to get your pneumatic tape that you move. You take everything from the office to each of the stations to go and deliver. But this day, at the press of the button, the material goes, the MPO goes, and campaign bingo. Even while you're still raising the campaign can get started.
When we started or when we launched Big Brother AMVC years ago, we just wanted to celebrate talents. We wanted to showcase people that had done different things, people that were talented. For instance, the AMVC is not just Nigeria, across Africa. But over the years, we found out that it wasn't now just celebrating those talents. It had become something that was like a cultural thing amongst Nigerians and even outside Nigerians.
People want news or entertainment on the go. You have to provide news or entertainment on the go. So you will find out that TVC Communications, for example, both the news channel and the entertainment channel have their digital platforms. And the digital platform gets the information as quickly as the terrestrial or linear channel gets it, sometimes even quicker.
A platform like YouTube, you just take ownership of that. You don't need there's no gatekeeping, so to speak. You just need your phone. You don't even need a camera. You just need your phone and you just need to talk, or you just need to create the content that you want to create. So I feel like it gave us so much power as content creators. You don't need permission. You create your content, you are empowered, you are able to make income from this content that you have created.
The entirety of disruption, new media disruption and all of that, I think it rides on telecommunication. So we have convergence today. TVC can be on YouTube. People, I know many of the morning programs on the TV platforms, or morning programs on TV, actually, many people watch them on YouTube. So you see that convergence, but all of that rides on connectivity.
We need to be careful. Social media is a time bomb. Use it constructively, use it meaningfully, the sky is the starting point. But use it wrongly, it can detonate the entire country. And we don't want to sacrifice a country like ours. So we need to be responsible, because if we fail to be responsible, those who know little or nothing about social media will be called upon to come and regulate that industry for you. And that will be the so we don't want that. So we need to be responsible, we need to be constructive, we need to, like he said, media advocacy. There are so many negative things that are happening around us. There's a way you can tell somebody go to hell and the person looks forward to the trip. Let's learn to be responsible.
I've learned so many things, like how the media shapes the world, how influencers and social people actually take so many parts in the world at large, and how internet always remembers, and how it really does so many things in the world. Yeah,
we should be original. We shouldn't follow other contents that we've seen content creators do that has been successful. We should have our own originality to content.
I think the whole idea about this new media conference is how to take your ideas to the next level, and doing that, not just focusing on the results. You have to start with the process. The process is very, very important, and that's what they've been emphasizing on, the process, this part that requires you to tell a story.
So there has been a lot of evolution in the media space for the past years, and there's a need for, because I'm a mass communication student, and there's a need for orientation on, the world is no longer how it used to be, and a lot of things have changed, and these are the things you have to do to catch up with the whole thing. So the idea behind the new media conference is like really, really great and inspiring.
You're an AI artist, and do you think AI has taken over and we're just at its mercy?
I don't think it's taking over anything. It's just a new pipeline for creativity. The way technology grows is the same way we have AI as a tool for us today. So we need to think about how we utilize this technology not to replace anything, but to enhance what we already do.
Communication AI is not a situation of it going extinct. It's a redefinition of roles leveraging technology. Things naturally that are repetitive, right, obviously are the ones that will go extinct. But come to think about it, things that need your thought process, the way you think, the way you scenario play things, AI will not necessarily do that for you, putting into a situation that you find yourself at every given point in time.
So yes, there are elements of media, communications, strategy that have either been replaced or been simplified or sped up. The output and the results have been sped up by specific artificial intelligence tools. But to say, that maybe because I have ChatGPT, I don't need a communication strategist or a media strategist, it shows a fundamental lack of understanding of what those people even do in the first place.
Digital technology, artificial intelligence, so far it helps both content creators and the rest.
Me, I feel like it's a conference where creative come to connect people in the PR space, advertising, entertainment and media aspects come to connect, learn more and grow.
Basically, we learned so many things, and what I can just say that we heard about the old ChatGPT and how we still need human interaction. Like these days, many people now focus on using ChatGPT for almost everything, interviews, content and everything. But then the main thing is that we don't usually have our own visual, like what we really think in the whole thing. Like we only focus on
Personally, I think that helped me to find my niche, to know what I'm doing and where I'm going to.
Sure, it's a wonderful thing. I'm happy that Olori Supergirl is holding such conference. It's going to help a lot of us youths, youths that want to go into content creating, AI, that have dreams of starting something big, just like she has done. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
People believe what they see online mostly than even when they see it in the news. So the storytelling behind the new idea is what you are trying to sell them. It is not just the technology, but what story are we telling?
And of course, when you talk about new media, you're basically speaking about the future of media in our global world today. It's all about how we are disrupting what is already in existence. And so as a bank, we want to be sure that we're identifying with moving forward, we identify with innovation, we identify with groundbreaking ideas that change the way we do things as a bank. And that is basically what we speak for, as a bank.
We're going to be talking about the future of creator monetization, because this whole thing cannot happen without value.
I think it has grown more recently than it has been in, let's say, in the last 10 years, right? The creator economy right now has more money in it than ever before. So I got into content creation for the passion of it, right? I didn't really see it as something that was lucrative or something that I could do for the longest time. But I thank God that as at the time that I was entering into, content creation full time, it's like that's when the money started coming. So, but yes, now there's a lot of platforms that are paying content creators just for the content that they put out. This is aside from, brand collaboration, Facebook.
The digital space and creativity, the fact that it's growing is beautiful to see. My own personal struggle with this work that I do is my ability to connect with Nigerians. Content creation is a language. You have to speak the language of your target audience, if not, they won't understand you. And that's in storytelling. So that has always been my own personal struggle.
The struggles, I would say, maybe I must have experienced, when I was actively creating content 10 years ago, would be the fact that, cross-border payments was a thing. We didn't have the likes of Seller, there wasn't a way you could have gotten paid in dollars as a Nigerian influencer. So most agents would rather just pay you what they think they should pay you. That's number one. Number two, again, is unfair payment. We know how, I'm not here to shade agencies, but we know how, I worked in an agency as a strategist for like 2 years. So agencies would collect this from the clients, paid influencer this, so unfair payment is also another struggle.
Aside from, Snapchat paying, Facebook paying, we getting brand deals and all of that stuff, there is also room for digital product. We also need to talk about how our knowledge is very, very impactful, how we can sell our knowledge, how we can make money from, small things, small events, putting events together, guides, books, master classes, and all of that stuff. So I feel like there is more room for that, and we haven't tapped that very, very well in our own society.
Nigerian Copyright Commission, ensures that you're able to copyright any of your creations. Either it's your script, either it's your movie, whatever it is that you've done. And the beautiful part again is you don't even need to register necessarily before you're protected. Once you've created it and you've put it out there, it's already protected automatically, right? However, registration is necessary just so that you're able to also, if there's any contestation in case of, who owns what, you can say, you know what, I've registered with ABCDXYZ. Same thing with trademarks.
A new media means new life, to my own word. I'll say new life, new adventures, new technology.
For me, I think it's basically to look at those who has gone ahead in the media world and then to learn from them, their experience, to educate others who are just coming up, and also to network.
I feel it's an amazing one. I'll give it up to Olorisipo Girl for, doing this, and it helps a lot because, like Baby said, don't leave here without, connecting with somebody.
There are a lot of things said about content creation, how to block hate when hate is thrown at you from Layo Wasabi. Just focus on your grind, make money, and feed your family, feed yourself, and learn to connect to people more.
On behalf of the organizers of this event, we want to say thank you all for joining us today. Thank you to all the speakers. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the collaborators, people who partnered with New Media Conference. Thank you again for being here, for taking time to learn, to network. Don't leave here without networking with someone else.